Yes, a very good evening to you tuned into UBC TV. We thank you so much for following all our work in terms of news, programs, and everything. And I warmly welcome you to this week's edition of One on One with Micheal, Lukomwa, where we discuss variety. Although this season we are so much concentrating on politics because it is a heated season, and that is the fire maker politics. We are visiting different camps, we are talking to different aspirants, we are talking to different candidates, other people that are hopeful of taking different positions to connect them to the public. Somebody should not become a chairman, LC5, MP, or whatever, when people don't know exactly what plans do they have. Some have served, but have they really served in the real context of serving? So when we get them, we give a platform, especially to you, the viewer, the voter, to get to understand whether these people have really served you and what plans they have. And this evening, we have one of them. He stood and won an election in one of the divisions of this city, Kampala. Things turned around, and he was sent out of that position. He has come back, he wants that position again, and he's serious. He was already having, running for the flag for his party, to get the flag, go back to that position and see that he wins it. He's a prominent business person in this town, and he's a leader in his party. On top of that, he is a consul of a country that we're going to know more about as we talk to him. So join me, welcome the Honorable Singi Katongole, former MP, Rubaga North. Honorable, we are so delighted to have you on UBC TV.
Thank you.
So how have you been? How are you?
All good, all good. Moving on, you know, we're in the election fever period.
Yes.
And the activities are in high gear. Our party is in high gear of all the political season, and we're moving on.
I was reading about you, and I got to know that you had an ambassadorial role. Many of us knew you as a businessman in this town. We knew you as a politician, an Narem strong man, but you also have ambassadorial roles. Which country is that, and for how long have you been serving?
Just this year in February, yes. It's a country near Russia, Belarus, and the Prime Minister was here, and they were looking for somebody to represent them in Uganda, their interests, as they don't have an embassy. So they appointed me the Honorary Consul of Belarus.
Wow.
It's an honor to be serving their interests in Uganda. And we're trying our best to bridge the gap and build a relationship between the two countries.
Good. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Then business, how is it everywhere? Most of you business people, you never say things are okay. Let me see whether at least I'm meeting one that will say things are fine. How is the economy in the line of business?
Now, as you're aware, since COVID, the economies worldwide have been very down.
True.
So it's not only in Uganda. So businesses have been quite slow. But we hope they will pick up.
What do you deal in most? I saw dairy and things, but what else are you dealing in?
I own Katikati restaurant. Okay. I have another restaurant in Bugolobi, White Palati. And I deal in transport, transporting mostly milk. Milk from Barara, Kazo, Rushere to Brookside.
That is one area that the president talks about so much. How would you describe our performance as a country in the milk industry on the world market?
Definitely, we have improved in Uganda dairy sector. In the past few years, if I can recall, about 15 years back, the milk production in the country was very low. There was only one company producing milk products, that was Dairy Corporation. But over the past 15 years, I think we have got more than 6, 7, even not 10 companies dealing in
to run the industry.
industry, which is the farmers are benefiting, the milk production has increased, and it is something great for our country. The efforts our president are paying to see that our youth are employed, our people get value for their products.
What are the gaps in the industry? What do you think is still lacking and needs a touch in the dairy industry?
There are so many things. You can never complete everything. Like if you see, we have a lot of raw milk traders in the city. So that's why you find pasteurized milk sales are so low. Right now, it's only Jessa which is selling pasteurized milk. Most companies are selling long life. The government needs to streamline, because the raw milk is not processed. It can become a health hazard. We will see the government trying to improve some of those things.
Your name blossomed in this town when you came up and took part in the political business. And you were a leader already in your party, the National Resistance Movement. Then you came to Rubaga North and stood for the MP seat. How would you describe the little time you spent in Parliament? What observations did you make?
I started my politics from the lower ground, from LC in Kisenyi 1.
Okay.
Then in 2000, I was elected the councillor of Kisenyi 1. For 5 years, I was the councillor, LC3, Kisenyi 1 Parish.
To the Central Division?
Central Division.
Wow.
In 2005, when NRM as a party was registered,
Yes.
we elected leaders from village level to the national level. And that is why I was blessed by God to be elected the Deputy National Treasurer in the first Central Executive Committee of NRM. I served there for 10 years up to 2014 as the Deputy National Treasurer.
That is a very big post.
Yes.
How did you maneuver from the local council trenches to the bigwigs of the party?
When God blesses you, there's nothing impossible.
You sit with the right.
I believe and I have so much faith in God.
Okay.
When God's hand is with you, there's nothing big or small.
Good.
So God lifted me from Kisenyi and took me to the national level, where I served as the Deputy National Treasurer. In fact, everybody knew me as the National Treasurer. They didn't know I'm the Deputy. For 10 years, up to 2014 when the party changed the constitution. But in 2010...
when the constitution was changed, these officers
were appointed,
were put under the office of the chairman for appointment.
Yes.
Okay.
But in 2010, I picked an interest of becoming a member of parliament. I stood in Rubaga elections and won them. I was in parliament, like you said, for 1 year. But my opponents had gone to court.
Yes.
And as most people remember, what the judge, the late Chibuka Musoke, did has never happened anywhere in the world.
What is that you'll never forget?
Removing a member of parliament and replacing him with another one without an election. So I think he was very angry with me that he ended up doing that.
Actually, that precedent was repeated in other constituents.
No, I don't think it was repeated anywhere else.
Yeah, but it happened in Nansana municipality.
No.
Yes, Nansana
Really?
municipality, some other person was found guilty of Wakaima Musoke. Was it 2011? He was found guilty of having some missing papers. The judge did the same. He announced Chibirigi,
But I was the first one to
yeah,
have
it is your precedent
such,
that
such an experience. Definitely, as members of parliament, there's a lot of work to be done. And the little time I was in parliament, I was more busy in court that year because I was the whole year in court. So I cannot say that there was anything worthwhile I contributed, concentrated on in parliament, as my court case was a very complicated one, because there were rumors that people had said I will not last in parliament for 1 week. But God kept me there for 1 full year.
let me start with, you say your court case was so complicated. Can you share some details to that?
Before even the case started, there were rumors that the judiciary or the judge had said, this man, I'll make sure within 1 week I throw him out. So me and my lawyers had to come in with a plan prepared to fight that verse. The judge or the judiciary, I don't want to go into that because he's already late, I passed on. But so, mine was to stay in parliament, and I knew I'm working in a system which has said 1 week I'll be out of parliament.
Did you really win that election? In your view and all the information that you have as the very player that was running it, did you win the election in Rubaga?
Yes.
What facts do you base on?
Now, usually in Uganda, our opposition is always too violent and noisy. My opponent's group is very well known for those behaviors. Before the counting was completed, they went to City Hall, started breaking the gates of City Hall. We want announcement, we want announcement. The election official who was in charge at that time, unfortunately she's also late, she died, Molly, I think subscribed to the pressure,
Succumbed
to the pressure, and made announcements before several villages were counted. The opposition, I think, had sensed the fear that I'm leading, or I may lead, because their strongholds had been counted. So they put that pressure, and Molly announced without considering the number of villages not, or polling stations not counted.
Okay. She announced you as...
Not me.
Okay. She announced
my opponent.
Okay.
That is when I ran to court, petitioned court, that there is a substantive number of polling stations which have been left out, and they need to be included. And most of those left out were my strongholds. Because even by then, when his announcement was made, the difference was very small. So that's why you think they knew those were my strongholds, and it would overturn, and they made sure they asked for announcements before completion of the process. Okay. Court granted the recount, and the recount was successful in Mengo Court, and all the boxes were opened in front of the public, and as expected, I won the election.
Your opponent's lawyers, in their rebuttal in court, they say some of the boxes if not most of the boxes, by the time of the recount, were found tampered with.
No, if you go to my case, there is nowhere they say the boxes were ever tampered. If you remember, if you can get the video footages, my brother Lukwago,
The Lord Mayor.
Lord Mayor,
Yes.
wanted to tamper with the boxes. He was fighting hard enough to go near the boxes. And there are footages where I chased him and we almost ran. So they had intentions of damaging the ballot boxes, but they were not successful. All the boxes, the court inspected them, the magistrate inspected them before allowing the recount, and there was no box, not even one box, which was tampered with.
But their side said you, the NRM, not you the person, but you the NRM group, had tampered with the boxes and had added more votes. Actually, that is what convinced the late Chibuka Msoke to overturn your victory.
No, because Chibuka Msoke did not even go into those details. We did not have all that time of going into all those details. And when boxes, after an election, they are not in possession of any party or any candidate. They're in possession of Electoral Commission and the police.
Yeah.
So, the party or a candidate cannot have access to those boxes.
Did you appeal against the late Chibuka Msoke's ruling?
No,
Why?
I'm a believer of God.
You left it to God?
I said, maybe if a judge can take such a decision, I will let their person be. And left it at that. There is always another time. And I waited for another time.
Honorable, that is so rare with politicians.
Yes.
To give up a victory and he walks away just like that?
Yeah.
Are you just a new or different breed of a politician? Because first of all, you had the fact that the first announcement of your opponent as winner had issues. That's how you came to win. Then you had facts that the ruling had gaps. You gave out a hard-earned parliamentary seat like that and you did not go to appeal.
There were so many
to
things.
the Court of Appeal or Constitutional Court?
Fighting a court case for 1 year is not very cheap.
Okay.
So when you consider all the costs and the concentration, your well-being, the tension. In my life, I had never gone to a court.
Oh.
It was my first time in life
To face a judge.
involved in a court process. So I said, now going to an appeals take also a lot of time. And considering what the behavior of the judiciary that time, because there was the Registrar of Court of Appeal who had made statements. Now, considering all that, I said, no, when you wait, is it worthwhile? There's always another term. There are 4 years left. The expenses I've spent, I've not even earned in Parliament. I may end up spending much more. So I just left it at that. My lawyers were insisting we should appeal because we're also waiting for some applications from the Constitutional Court. And no reply had come. The system was too slow. So when looking at all that, I said, no, we'll wait for the next time.
Is that why you were so much discouraged that you disappeared from that poster and first gave it a break? That was 2011, 2016, 2021. 10 years after is this time that you're coming back? No. Were you so much discouraged that you needed a very long break as long as this?
In 2016, I participated in our party primaries.
Exactly, that's why I've been seeing you.
2016, I participated in party primaries and I won them. But again...
Where the Electoral Commission organized, you didn't appear?
No. After winning the party primaries, somebody again used the judiciary system to weed me out. And I still said, no, I am not going into.
This time on what grounds?
He got a court order that I cannot stand in the election as the NRM flag bearer until the disposal of the main application which he had filed. He was contesting my academic papers, that I had an A-level, but I had not performed very well. So...
Did the Electoral Commission, so did the court agree to that?
No, we didn't even hear the main application. He managed to maneuver, he was a lawyer,
okay.
He managed to maneuver his way and get that order. And then the Electoral Commission did something also which was not very common, of changing a flag bearer without another election. Okay. Usually in such a case, NRM would let you nominate independent in the National Electoral Commission, and there is no flag bearer for the party, and you go into the election as independent. If you win, you remain both the flag bearer and the member of parliament.
But still you did not challenge this?
No.
Why again?
I got problems in that time. My father got heart problems. You see, that's why I said I believe so much in God. Just in those days, as we're in that process, my father got heart complications. I had to fly him to India. So I believed
that needed more attention.
God made this person do this to me so that I could save the life of my father. So I had to go to India. My father was in the theater for over 18 hours. Had about 7 bypasses. So that was more important to me than anything in this world.
Thank you so much, Honorable. We are taking a short break. On return, we're going to look at your works in the party structures, then the kind of gear you're engaging this time to come back to Rubaga, having witnessed all you have gone through trying to represent them.
Do you hear it? Do you see it?
In Uganda, Tanzania.
That's the sound of business in a developing economy.
For UBC News,
Charlotte Amuge in Kampala.
Catch the weekly business roundup every Saturday at 8:30 p.m. only on UBC TV, inspiring Uganda.
Every marriage has 100% chances of succeeding. You know why? Because God created marriage, and God never creates failure, and God never designs anything to fail. Every marriage has 100% chances of succeeding. Is your marriage struggling and you're wondering whether it will ever succeed, whether you will ever make it, whether it's even worth holding on to? You got to tune into Unlocking Marital Bliss, because right here we provide the keys to unlock the bliss in your marriage, and you will be able to succeed. We've had testimonies, and lives are changing day by day.
marriage must be a discipline. It must not be handled like a casual thing.
As women, when we have the outward expression, even our form of respect is tied to the outward things that you do.
Some women now have working class. They don't know how to handle their husbands because the marriage has become like question and answer marriage. Do you have any tea? Don't you have hands to prepare it? Why have you come back late? Did I take your blanket? It's question and answer marriage.
Not any other place, but every Sunday, 3 p.m., right here at UBC, with the one and only Cyrus Rod, not any other.
Unlocking marital bliss.
UBC One-on-One, we thank you so much for watching and welcome back from the break. Honorable, welcome back from the break.
Thank you.
I want to take you a little back to the 2016 problem. As far as I know, you are trying to come back to Rubaga North. Have you cleared the issue the other person got a court order about challenging your academic papers?
Yes. You know, I also thank that candidate to wake me up. After I saw those challenges, you know, I did my first A-level in Kampala High during 1986, which was a year 85-86 was all wars. So my performance was not so good.
Okay.
So after those challenges, I decided to join a secondary school again. I went back and repeated A-level, and I passed my A-level this time. After completing A-level, I joined Cavendish University.
Oh.
Yes, where I did a diploma and a degree in BBA. I always think where there's a problem, you need to work on it, clear the way, so that your future, you have no hurdles.
So this man's court order was an alert in your mind?
Yes.
That actually there is a problem here?
I need to go back. I repeated my A-level in Golden Secondary School.
Where is
It's
that?
in Lunguja.
I know that school.
Yes. And I passed.
What combinations did you do and how simple or difficult was it for you?
It was not easy.
Eh.
I did Swahili because I know Swahili. You know, I lived during Idi Amin's time in a barracks.
Okay.
And you know, most Ugandans count Swahili as a
language for the security people.
Security soldiers. I know Swahili. I did, I think I did history,
Okay.
economics.
And Kiswahili.
Yes, Kiswahili was there.
Economics and history.
Yeah. Now,
Then general paper.
general paper is obviously there.
Yes.
Yes. And I passed quite well this time.
Wow.
That's
Congratulations.
how I
You
managed
even
to go
enrolled in university?
Yes.
What course did you do?
I did BBA.
Wow.
Yes.
So you're no longer the other senior six leaver. These
No.
people were challenging.
Even
you
right
are a
now,
whole graduate now.
Right now, I enrolled again in Cavendish University, pursuing a master's in law.
What?
Yes. I've asked
Bravo.
for a dead semester right now because of these busy schedules. But I'm in the university again.
Do the people in parliament know the kind of star that is going to join them in you? The other thing I wanted to ask
keep
you.
law.
How does it feel to go back for education, especially as low as senior six, when you are already a prominent person? I'll not look at age, but you are very successful in business, a politician at national level, at that level.
The biggest experience is when you have to put on the school uniform.
Did you put on the school?
I put on the school uniform.
Okay.
They would not allow you in the school without the school uniform.
Okay.
So you had to go in class with the school uniform.
And sit.
Sit. And be there. But otherwise, learning, there's nothing shameful in learning, in studying. It is good, and I enjoyed it.
Okay.
Yes.
Congratulations
Like I
on that
said,
side.
first times the uniform was the hardest thing.
Kind of challenging. But you got used and moved
yes,
on.
moved on.
Has this gentleman heard from you, the one who was complaining in court about your performance?
Definitely.
How does he feel now?
Because even in 2020, I wanted to come back. But my sister Betty Kamia requested me to give her a chance in 2020.
Okay.
And we agreed I should go for the SEC position as the national vice chairman, which I won in 2020.
Yes.
And she went and contested. He was just a Katangalas lawyer. And whenever you do things in bad faith, I think even God. So he has never succeeded. And I think he gave up on politics.
Is he an NRM colleague?
Yes.
Wow, we'll talk about that.
He gave up on politics. Yes, he's nowhere to be heard of.
You have served the NRM right from the lowest structures to the national level. How has this been? How would you describe that service? And we hear it is also as tight and has a lot of fights to get there as it is for these other elections. What is it like inside there? Right now, there is a lot of heat about SEC elections.
Yes.
What is in there, especially in the Central Executive Committee of the NRM?
Now, SEC is a very sensitive position. SEC is the highest organ
Of the party.
of a party. Really, as SEC members, we need to choose people with some integrity, right-thinking people, because SEC is the direction-giving body of a party.
It's like the would-be board of a company.
Yes. But this is more than a company, because
Yes, it's
you
a
have
national
the whole
establishment.
country
Yes.
at stake. So any wrong decision
By
the
this
central-
unit.
because it is the Central Executive Committee which guides the government which direction to go. Government policies are first brought to Central Executive Committee
Agree.
and taken to government to implement our manifesto of the party. Me, I have never participated in any fights, even now.
How did
You
you
have
win?
never seen me insult. I don't believe in insulting anybody.
So how did you win 2020?
I tell people what my caliber is, what I intend to do, and people choose from that.
Most of you have been the deputy chairperson Kampala?
I'm the national vice chairman Kampala.
Yes.
Yes.
That is a hotly contested seat.
Yes. So
How did you win it without any struggles, any flexes?
I don't think you have even one photograph of Katongole or video Katongole abusing or shouting. No.
I know how you do it. You
Yes.
politicians, not you the person. You will have people that do the fighting on you.
Not from my side. I can bet money that bring me anybody from my camp
Who has ever
who has
slapped somebody?
abused or fought. No. In all the years I've been in politics, from starting from my politics as a councillor in Kisenyi 1, I don't believe in violence.
You just play
I'm
your
a
cards
peaceful,
right.
loving Ugandan, and believe, as a human being, my work is to put in effort. But if I get it or not get it, it is the decision of the Almighty God.
Okay.
So-
I love the believer in you.
Yes.
Yeah.
So, if I don't get it, I know it was not for me. So, mine as a human being is to put all efforts without violence, without mistreat of anybody, and wait for the Almighty's hand Because it is only God who can put in the hearts of the voters, the human beings, to choose the right person.
Doesn't it cost you something? Remember, you were in parliament, these people through the courts of law, they threw you out. You didn't go to appeal and you lost a seat. A man comes up with another court order barring you from standing, you still ran away. Don't you think it is a bit of politics of pushing harder that you miss out and end up losing a number of opportunities?
It depends on what you want.
Okay.
I can assure you, Katongole is a household name in Uganda.
True.
I'm the national vice chairman of Kampala.
A whole honorary consul now.
No, even before that, you go to any district of Uganda and mention the name Singh Katongole, you can miss people who know that name.
Yes, for good reasons.
Yes, not for bad reasons. But to their ministers, and this government who have been ministers for 20 years, but apart from their constituency,
Yeah. No
you
one else
find-
knows them.
knows them. But I'm proud of myself that I am known countrywide.
So you
not
have
for
a
any
name to
bad.
protect.
Yes. And my aim of going to parliament was not to die that I'm looking for money, like some do. Mine was to serve the people. I have several capacities. I serve the people. I am, for the last 10 years, the chairman board of trustees of Indian Women Association. It's a big NGO. I am the chairperson of my community, Ramgalia Sikh Society, for the last 12 years. I serve the public through
So many
my
other
organizations. You know, Ugandans, another thing they remember me for. You see all these ambulances in constituencies. That was my project. In this country, I proudly always say, I was the first person with my small brain to think, what do my people need? That was before I contested in the elections of 2010. And I saw one big challenge in our lower people is an ambulance to take them to hospital.
Yeah.
So I was the first person to buy a private ambulance in Uganda. And when I bought it, the opposition was on radios, TVs abusing me. Katongole ayagala bafu. He wants only sick people. But I can assure you, 3 months did not pass, and every MP
Has
was
an
buying-
ambulance or two.
And so that is my contribution
Yeah.
towards this country.
You introduced
that-
an idea.
An idea which is helping Ugandans.
2026, you want to represent Rubaga North. How are you coming back, first of all, in this time round? Then you had the DP very vibrant in the central region and especially Kampala. And that's the group that actually fought you, DP, working with the FDC. This time round, you have a very vibrant national unity platform, which has the incumbent in the constituency that you want to take. What kind of strategy are you coming with?
Even when I have not been a member of parliament, I have looked for ways of serving my people. I look at what their needs, like I give you an example of the ambulance. I sat down, I saw mothers in Rubaga suffering giving birth. When I look around, there was not enough place for mothers to give birth. Through my organization, went ahead and built a fully furnished maternity ward in Kitebi Hospital. When Jennifer was leaving KCCA, that was one of the last projects
That she launched.
she launched before. That was just a week before going away. I try to look around, what do my people need? Through the same organizations, we have this school in Kasubi, Church of Uganda, Masiro.
Yes.
It had gone to a dilapidated state.
The primary school there.
Yes. We renovated it. So, I have been into my people. Mine is to serve them and help them where the need arises. There's so many. I don't usually like to boast on what I have done for the needy. But there are several small things I do. As a member of parliament, it is not my work to promise that I will build roads.
Definitely, you don't have that budget.
Which people do. But as a member of parliament, it will be my duty to first lobby that we have good laws. And the laws we have are implemented. I have a serious challenge that I see parliament, MPs, rushing to bring in new laws, but they're not discussing or putting in laws to implement those laws. Even the existing laws we have are good enough, but we just need to enforce them. We need to discuss methods of implementation.
You actually, your focus is on service.
Yes.
And you talk of social service delivery, legislation, and oversight.
And,
in what you're talking about,
like I said, in legislation,
the real duty for
the
an
budgets
MP.
are passed by parliament.
Yes.
As a legislator, I can try to see that budget allocations to my constituency are done to serve the interests of the people. But we have MPs don't look at the interests of the people.
Okay.
It's not my capacity to build a road, to build new schools, but I can ask for budget allocations
to ensure that this is
implemented in my constituency. Those are some of the roles. I am not so interested that I am going to parliament looking for money like so many fight tooth. I think that's why they fight tooth and nail. That they even borrow money,
sell properties to go and campaign. Honorable, that's service, and I can be assured you may score it. But the politics, you see, that's the ends, but now the means. Will you jump the hurdle of the politics of the day to get to the position of MP in order to score the targets that you have?
You know, I feel very fortunate that the people of Kampala, the people of Uganda, I think the last 5 years has taught them a lot.
What do you mean?
NOP came with so much vigor, promising to do a lot. And people gained confidence in their lies. And the people have realized that it was an empty basket covered with flowers. So, even on the streets today, when I see some of the opposition posters, and they are putting down protest vote, it happened 5 years ago. You don't expect to fool the public again.
Okay.
You see, foolery has time limits. So, the public has seen that this opposition was only involved in fights, misleading the youth. Proudly, NRM today, we have won over 75% in Kampala, all the youth positions. That is something which the opposition was saying, we will not get even 10%.
They are blaming you for having rigged and manipulated those
There
youth
is no
elections.
rigging. You see,
But haven't
they,
you
they
had,
rig more.
Haven't you had the opposition complaining about manipulations that they
You see,
say they
politics
show during youth
is
elections?
about strategy. So we strategized, convinced the youth, and won. So now, they always look for a blame, and that is the blame they're playing.
So what strategy do you have for
So-
Rubaga 2026 to win Rubaga
So,
as Singi Katongole?
even the years I've not been in parliament,
You have
I've been
with-
serving my people.
Okay.
That is why Katongole is a household name
In Rubaga.
in Rubaga.
You're holding on to service.
Yes.
It is enough to sell your name.
That is why I never believe in buying voters. I don't believe in fairing voters. Nobody, you know, I always laugh when you hear people, even during voter registration, people were fairing people from Wakiso. I always wonder, on the voting day, a candidate, where do you have the time even to think of fairing 100 people?
What do you think about the belief that your party is no longer popular in Kampala? Rubaga is part of Kampala.
Our party is very popular. We might have had challenges in Kampala. One of the biggest complaints of the Kampala people was like the roads. But people or the public or the people of Kampala did not know that all these years the roads were under KCCA, the Kampala roads.
Okay.
And people were voting councillors, mayors, MPs from the opposition. And they suffered the consequences in all these years.
Okay.
But last few years, when things are changing, the office of the president has taken over majority role in KCCA. The executive director is appointed now,
Directly
who used
by
to
the
be
president.
a town clerk. And last 1 year, the government took over the roads of Kampala. I think we have improved that to show that yes, government, you support it, the government supports you.
Out of 100, how much assurance do you rely on to be in parliament this time without any disturbance 2026?
Like, mine is to put all my efforts and convince the people. Before I go to parliament, I have the hurdle of catching my flag of my party.
Okay. How bitter is that area? How many are you, the NRM,
I think we are 5 contestants in NRM
that want the flag to represent
that want the
Rubaga?
flag.
Will you beat them?
Mine is to try. I have said the final decision is my God. So I am putting in all efforts and showing the people of Rubaga what I want to do for them, talking to them, trying to win their trust. That's the best I can do.
So in some areas, aspirants negotiate some people out of the race. Do you think about that?
I have no money. I said I don't put money in campaigns.
It involves paying them.
Yes, I
You
don't.
can't do that.
I